Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Yudess, an instructor in the Creative Studies Department, and I'd like to share my research interests with you. My wide variety of research interests, which I call my ongoing research puzzle, might be easier understood with a little background. I have a Bachelor of Science in Education, Chemistry, and Math from Buffalo State. I have a Master of Science in Creative Studies from Buffalo State. I have an educational doctorate in executive leadership from St. John Fisher College in Rochester. My work history includes positions in education, not-for-profit, business, and consulting. Currently, I am teaching in the undergraduate minors in creative studies and in leadership. I'm teaching in the Master of Science program in educational technology, instructional design, technology planning, and master's projects. I'm the managing editor of the Journal of Creative Behavior. I'm a member of the National Coalition Building Institute campus affiliate providing diversity training. I'm a member of Campus Communication Committee providing an international social hour for all students weekly. My doctoral dissertation in 2010 was a grounded theory about the synergies, efficacies, and strategies of teaching creativity and leadership together, something we do in our department, which is unique in the world. Not surprising to creative studies students, the ECVAL version of creative environment was the first component in my model, which includes a creative process for solving problems, training in that process, and programs or goals on which to work. My interest in the connections between creativity and leadership continue now with the addition of diversity and change components. The synergies are the beneficial outcomes of teaching creativity and leadership together. They include full involvement, ownership and energy for the work, positive attitudes, low absenteeism, confidence and skills to solve problems, and improved interpersonal skills, among others. In work with Dr. Jeffrey Zacko-Smith, we describe a somewhat mathematical model of leading for change as adding leadership and creativity together and raising the sum to the power of diversity. Accepting the cognitive and affective skills defined by Puccio, Murdoch, and Mance, 2007, for the thinking skills model of creative problem solving, we add behavioral skills leaders develop to be effective. We believe change leaders create open space for a diversity of people and ideas. They facilitate dealing with error, ambiguity, and complexity and move toward a novel shared vision. In many definitions of leadership, the leader sets the vision and asks people to share in making it happen. Instead, the change leader works with all of the people to create a vision to which everyone can commit. It takes longer to do that, but implementation is shorter because everyone is on board and owns the outcome. The change leader empowers all the people to become leaders and celebrates their advancement. For many years, I've been interested in how people fail and what happens to them when they do. Research bears out the fact that people have a fear of failure. Some research discusses failure patterns and suggests that when we fail, it is because we make the same or similar decisions in each instance. Because it's easy and we know how to do it. I'm working on whether, if we know what those decisions are and spot them before acting on them, that we can change our pattern and have fewer failures. Either way, if we fail or prevent failure caused by poor choices, knowing how it happens informs our decisions. That connects to another long-term research interest, decision-making. My rough title is The ABCs of Decision-Making, for affective, behavioral, and cognitive aspects similar to the change leader model. Generally, organizations have a cognitive to-do list, the vision, mission, goals, objectives, tasks, and activities that inform the people what is to be done. If decisions support these items, they're good decisions. If not, they aren't good. However, anyone who has ever been or watched a decision maker knows it isn't that simple. Whether it is stated by the organization or not, there is a second list, the affective to-do list. The purpose, ethics and morals, beliefs and values, corporate culture, management style, and the passion and pride they feel about the work. There's a sort of weighing of cognitive versus affective to-dos in many decisions. New people on the job, or those outside of the decision-making process, don't always realize this because of the third list, the behavioral to-do list. The communication, modeling of expectations, embracing of change, empowering of others, positive attitudes, interpersonal skills and celebrations that are actually visible or they don't exist, which is also noticeable. These are what people interpret as the way things are. And because each person has their own 3 to-do lists, how they feel about the organization depends on the degree of match between their 3 lists and the only one of the organization lists they can actually see, the behavioral list. For me, my varied interests are all connected in some way. Some of the newer ones are working with a faculty team on creative problem-solving research, adding a creativity component to the Master of Science program in Educational Technology, reorganizing CRS 302 based on learning contracts, inclusion of personal electronic devices to add technology in the classroom, self-directed learning, and andragogy, and exploring how to teach CRS 205, our basic undergraduate course, which is very interactive as an online course. The puzzle is ongoing and the connections are endless. I believe this is what creativity is all about.